Hey folks, you know what day it is? It's December 13th, 2021, Monday. And you know what is going to happen on December 21st, 1 week from tomorrow? It's coming back. The Earth is coming back from its trip around the sun. You've got to have your suitcase packed. You've got to have it in your left hand and hop onto the Earth, because it's not going to stop for us. It's going to just keep right on going, and you have to hop onto the trolley to make the next trip around the Earth. 2022. How did you end up in the year? Did you get it done? I didn't. I didn't make it. No, I didn't make it. Another year went by and I didn't make it. Are you going to try this year? Yes. Vegan eating? Oh yes. If you get angry, don't say anything. I don't know about that. Well, think it out. If you let people get by with it, they keep encroaching. And things are a lot smoother with discipline than they are with smiles. But we not supposed to think that way. We're supposed to think the other way. Things are much better with smiles than they are with discipline. All right, the smiles will take care of it. What problems do we end up with at the end of the year? No, don't you do that. You say, what blessings do we end up with at the end of the year? Food, clothing, and a home? No war in our country? The United States Post Office? Social Security? And what Glennie has is called the Long-Term Management Health Program, meaning that you don't go into a nursing home, you stay in your home. And you pay Medicaid the money instead of a nursing home. And then Medicaid pays Nescentia, I guess. What's Nescentia? Some kind of an insurance agency. I don't know what it is. And then Nescentia pays Consumer Direct. And what's Consumer Direct? It's an employment agency that works for Nescentia. It's a good system. Then you have this trust that you have to pay the $1,800 into every month. They just take it out of your bank account. That's what they do, really. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that, I think, as the year progresses and things quiet down and get smooth. I think I got it figured out. The money starts with Franklin, Fuller Buell, who worked all his life, I would say 37, 45 years, and never missed a day of work, and never was late. And the only time I ever knew him to take a doctor's appointment was a couple of hours when he had a piece of glass in this joint, and it swelled the joint. It made it look like arthritis, and he didn't have arthritis. So that's where the money starts, and it goes to Glennie, comes down from heaven on the 3rd day of the month. And Glennie puts it in the bank, and then the trust digs in on the 8th day of the month and takes out $1,800 and says they're paying Glendora's bills. Well, they take forever to do it. And on Thanksgiving week, they took off 2.5 days plus Veterans Day in November. So how are you going to keep up with that kind of a schedule? That's 3.5 days that they took off in 1 week practically. What's the name of the trust? NYSARC. New York State NYSARC. Then they don't get the payment into the credit card on time, and the credit card charges Glendora's interest. It charges $19 in November, and it charged $19 in December. So Glendora's going to get rid of the credit cards. We never wanted anybody's credit anyway. We always paid cash for everything, and we paid it the day the bill came down. And now this bookkeeping is so convoluted and so time-consuming, and Gloria argues about it, and Carol argues about it, and Gina argues about it. Hours and hours they just argue about it, and it's nothing but rhetoric. It's never a solution to the problem. It's just around and around. So Glendora's going to get rid of both of the credit cards, I think. And then when the bill comes in, she'll take the bill and she'll take the request for disbursement to the trust to pay it. She'll take that request for disbursement and the bill, and she'll go to the post office and she'll get a money order, postal money order. She'll go to the library. She can't go, but she'll ask her legs to go. Go to the library, make a copy of the postal money order and of the receipt, of the bill, and of the request for disbursement. Send those 3 to the trust. It'll be by mail and not computer. It'll be a lot longer, but at least it will maybe keep things straight. And then we'll go back to the post office and we'll mail the contents. And it'll be done every day. Every day. No missed days. Every single day, including Wednesday and Thursday when you're not here, Gina. It doesn't help any for you to be away the middle of the week the way you are. But then it's good to have you around Friday and Saturday. So I think that's the way we're going to do it. Back to Have You Made It? Helping others you'll enjoy, satisfaction guaranteed. We got rid of the ego. Selfishness is not allowed. We want you to have it. Peace that passes understanding. Helping others you'll enjoy it. Satisfaction guaranteed. So what are our New Year's resolutions? 1, veganism. 2, if you get angry, keep your mouth shut and wait and work it out later. Excuse me. Write legibly. That's for you. I'm all through writing. Although people say that they can guide my hand and I write a pretty decent signature. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that instead of having a power of attorney. Well, you have to have a power of attorney in case anything happens to you. All right, I'll get a new power of attorney. Esther doesn't like the way I do things. And I'll get the same person will be the beneficiary or whatever's left in the bank account, whatever, it will be very, very little. And then the same person will be the successor trustee of the museum and pay the museum $175 every week for the rent. Now, Brad Sachs down in White Plains, a lawyer, we won a case together. I guess we won a couple of cases together. Said he liked Franklin and he liked Glendora and he liked what they were trying to do. Make things better, ameliorate. And Brad's volunteered to pay the museum rent for the rest of his life and hopefully to find a successor to preserve the Glendora Franklin record. Pro se public access newspaper. That's all they have to do, just preserve it. It's in a lovely trailer, as you've seen, all kept up, all clean, all maintained at its cost of $2,000, I think, this year. So that will be that person. They'll do those three things. Maintain the museum in its storage unit of a 55-foot tractor trailer without the tractor, and be the beneficiary of the bank account, make sure that money goes to the museum, and be the power of attorney. And I have my thoughts on somebody whom I will investigate. Yes, somebody whom I will investigate for those three jobs. We've done very, very well on the instructions, what to do when Glendora moves on. You going with me? Will it be this year? Will we be moving on this year? Remember, we have to hop the wagon on the 21st, Tuesday, at 10:58 a.m. is when it's coming through. Get your suitcase, jump on it. And will we also, besides going around the sun, will we go on to our next spiritual assignment? And Dr. Celestin, you are not sick. You do not need bone marrow. You do not have cancer in the back. Dr. Celestin, you are Son of God. We're all Son of God. And God does not get sick. You are whole and healthy. You are not sick. You are whole and healthy and robust and outdoing the good that you always have done. And you've done so much good. Dr. Celestin, you are not sick. You are a perfect representation of God. Perfect, healthy, strong, vigorous. So, or will the spiritual trip come in the next birthday, May 1st, 2022, at age 54? Or will it come in 10 years from now, or approximately that, May 1st, 2028, at age 100? Jackie Rickman is 97 now. She says, I'd like to live until 100. I wonder if Walter Balfour. He's 97. I wonder if he wants to live until 100. I'm going to ask him. Barbara Mooney has missed death 3 times. She's been brought back to life. And I think she's only in her 80s somewhere. But has terrible problems. Or that is, you know what we think about that. She doesn't really. So just keep saying no to Barbara's problems and saying yes to her help. Gee, Glendora, you wander all over the place. All right, I think we're talking about New Year's, which will be here a week and a day. December 21st. Also, you were telling how everything is ready. The first thing is Albany Med. The body's going to go to Albany Med to help a medical student and keep at least one person from operating on an animal or hurting an animal. And if Albany Med changes its mind, as it did a couple of years ago, and stops the anatomical donations, then it's all set to go to county burial, and Chris Rio set that up. It's going to county burial. The county's going to pay $1,500, I think it is, or maybe $1,200 to burn up this body. Now, isn't this ridiculous? To burn up this body and put the ashes in a can and have us go pick up the ashes. They're going to charge the county $1,200. Is that a ripoff or isn't it? And this is through Mooney Funeral Home. So we'll go that route if Albany Med changes their mind about anatomical donations. And then no resuscitation, no machines, no hookups. And then New York State Health Proxy, who will make decisions when Glendora is not able, if it comes to that. These things are all ready. They're all written out. And the living will, that's no resuscitations. And then the 3 things about power of attorney, beneficiary, and being a successor trustee to the museum. Did I tell you the end of Brad Sachs? Anyway, he said that he would pay the rent on the museum. So Glendora moved out of Westchester when that was happening, and she went to a storage place up here in Rensselaer County. No, I guess it was Columbia County then. And they were charging $75. So Glendora called Brad and said, would you be able to pay that? And he said, yes. Then the next time she called him, she talked to him about it, and he said, no. I'm going to call him today, I hope. Call Brad Sachs in White Plains today. We had many fine hours together, the 3 of us, Brad and Franklin and Glendora. And I think that's it, don't you? That project's just about done. Another project that's just about done, we put drawer 9. It has about 30 folders of things to keep watch over. And we put that in perfect order. I opted for an index for them, but Carol didn't want it. Today we're going to do drawer 10. Next day we'll do drawer 11. Next day we'll do drawer 12. And then we'll start all the drawers and shelves in the kitchen and the one in the bathroom. And then we will have gone through everything that's under the, about 40 boxes that are under the electronics bench clear around the Glendora Happy House. I think I heard you. You said yes, you'll do the same thing. Anything else for the year 2082? Yes, heal. I want to be able to heal. I want to be able to heal. I don't want anybody to be sick. I want to be able to heal. I want to be able to show other people how to heal. And of course, keep on making TV shows with a message. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. Keep that up. Okay. This was a nice meditation together this morning. And what day is it? December 12th, Monday, 2021. Grace and peace unto you from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.